Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 1st. Happy New Year, Pisces. Let's see how you're going to kick this new year off. You have this planner card. It says, take financial inventory and see what needs to change. You have the surprise card. It says, expect the universe to pleasantly surprise you. I love that. So there could be a pleasant surprise from the universe coming in for you. I definitely feel you need to plan. This is an amazing financial year for you if you put in the work, Pisces. So, again, it's not going to just like magically happen for you. You have to, especially you're going to have to put in the work. You have Saturn in your sign. And so it's like not going to be easy. And, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass either. Like, trust me, someone said the other day, they're like, why are you always scolding Pisces about work and all this other stuff? I'm like, do nothing. I don't care. See what happens if you do that. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's all love and light. And it's just going to be, magically delicious. And you're just going to magically get all this money. It's like, no, you're going to have to put the work in at this time. That's what the astrology says. And, it doesn't necessarily have to be hard work. I think that, that could be a part of it, but I also think it's more about efficient work, right? It's more about you doing what is efficient, not necessarily what is hard. Now, sometimes efficient work is hard work, so, there you go. But, I feel like you need to exceed your own expectations as always as well. I mean, I think that, Pisces karma is basically to learn to believe in yourself. I mean, and you literally have this card that says, believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dreams. I mean, it's literally part of being a Pisces. So, I feel for a lot of you that you have to set yourself free. You go from the Eight of Swords to the Two of Swords. Both cards to me kind of represent needing to set yourself free and realize that you're like far more capable than you realize, right? That's what I feel like you need to realize here, is that it's like there's more, you are able to do more than you think. You're probably able to accomplish more than you think. And also I think that you probably do a better job than you think, at the things that you are trying to build in your life. But I feel like, part of the problem here is needing to see it. You go down to the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords here as well. Seven of Swords is a card of tactics. I know everybody reads it as lying, cheating, stealing. To me, the Seven of Swords is a good card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be good no matter what. And the Seven of Swords to me is a card of tactics. So it says that, you need to look for other ways of approaching things, like whatever you're trying to accomplish. You're clearly going to be accomplishing a dream here. The universe wants to surprise you, but, again, you're going to have to put on the work and maybe do things differently. So Seven of Swords always tells me, it's like Seven of Swords reminds me of how we can sometimes like want to work straight towards a goal. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I think as humans, we need something to aim at. We need that big star goal, especially with, Pluto going into Aquarius right now. I believe we really need to have that star goal. You have this Merry Motive card as well, which literally represents that in that deck. So, just putting it all together, like I feel like you need that goal, but how you get there, I would just be flexible in how you accomplish the goal, whatever you're trying to do. You have these Seven of Wands here. Seven of Wands is a card of kind of putting up boundaries, drawing a line in the sand. I feel a lot of people are doing this right now. It doesn't seem, it's not like very special to me right now. It's a good thing to do, Pisces. Yeah, there's like nothing wrong with putting up boundaries, but I do feel like you're developing a backbone here, Pisces. Like people could be like, who the hell is this? Like when you stick up for yourself or something like that. So I kind of feel like there could be a lot of those moments where people are like, who are you? Because you're like sticking up for yourself or, whatever the case may be. Again, it feels like a good thing. You have the Four of Cups here. Four of Cups is about the disappointments and things like that as well. So I do feel like some of you maybe need to heal from disappointments, or you need to like let go of certain disappointments. I also, again, feel that the one thing that kind of maybe could get in your way at this time is when things don't work out how you think they should work out in your mind, right? And then you get disappointed. So I would, I would be flexible in how you accomplish things. Like allow things to come to you, how the universe wants it to happen, right? Because I think it's gonna, whatever you're aiming at here is gonna happen anyway. But it's like if you're too like, oh, it has to happen like this, then it's not gonna happen. Whatever you're trying to do here. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Definitely, again, I meant to talk about this, but Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things, and you have this planner card that says take financial inventory and see what needs changing. Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. Queen of Pentacles is about looking into your resources and maybe planning on having how to have better resources or how to improve your resources. So a lot of you, maybe you need to like plan better, or you need to come up with better plans for your resources, things like that. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely fortune's turning in your favor. I feel like there's a lot of luck here. And again, the universe wants to bless you. And also, I kind of feel like part of that is you sticking up for your boundaries, at this time. Like these, and we're not talking about one thing or the other. This isn't like just love or business or whatever. This is your boundaries in all areas of your life. It's like you sticking up for yourself. I think the universe is saying like, well, they're serious about, taking control of their destiny. So there you go. With the Four of Cups, you have the Emperor. You have the Emperor twice. Right here, some of you could be taking action. There could also be an Aries coming in for you if you're looking for love. You've had an Aries in your readings before. So, you're going up to the Hierophant, which could be marriage. It doesn't have to be. I really also feel, I don't really feel it's a love reading, by the way, Pisces. You do have this great big love card, but I kind of feel with this right here going to the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Magician. This would all kind of represent to me you working on something that has a lot of potential. You building something that has a lot of potential, which again, just based off the astrology, I would say you're probably doing at this time. You have this great big love card. This is coming up in the area of the unexpected. You have this Merry Motive card as well. I think when you are focused, when you have something that is a merry motive, right? When you have a purpose or something to work towards that makes you happy or fills you with joy, that's when you truly become successful. And that's what that Merry Motive card says. It says when you are working on something that fills your heart, then you have this great big love energy where you can manifest pretty much everything that you want and desire in your life. Again, I feel like if there was ever a time where it's like really important that Pisces in particular like does things that are like weird or seen as as different or anything like that, it's like right now. I really feel the universe wants Pisces to kind of like live life on your own terms, even if you think that the way that you want to live your life is impossible. It's not. And you're here to do this to kind of shake up the status quo, to show people it's like they don't necessarily have to maybe like have a career that they are killing themselves at basically because they have to work 80 hours a week, right? So it's like if you want to do anything big, I would start working on it. You have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords just says stay open to different ways of accomplishing it. Two of Swords is this or that thinking, but I always say she has this new island behind her. And that new island represents something new. It represents a different option, a different way of doing things. Not only that, if you are stuck in any area of your life, you go to the Justice card, and Justice is cause and effect. It says if you're stuck, just put energy in on one side of the scale. Basically, try something. If it works, keep moving in that direction. If it doesn't work, stop. You have the Queen of Pentacles, definitely something here about your resources. I actually think money looks great for you this year. It will look terrible for you, again, if you don't do the work, if you are doing the same thing that you've been doing all along. People always say to me, like, well, I only have my job and I don't plan on getting another job and I want to improve my finances. I'm like, okay, ask for a raise. And then people say, I don't want to do that. I'm like, well, I can't help you. Then you're going to be stuck. There's nothing, like tarot isn't magic, people. You have to put in the work. But what I would say is if you've had the same career for 20 years and you want more money, there's a million things you can do. You can educate yourself. You can learn one new thing a day, which I am a big fan of, about your career. And you can start improving your skills, right? And if you do that, you become more valuable. Then it's easier to get another job. It's easier to ask for a raise or a promotion when you have a bunch of skills, right? It gives you leverage. And that's what I would be focusing on is, high leverage activities this year, Pisces, anything you can do. I mean, it literally is the secret to success. And it's not a secret, right? So anything you do that is high leverage would be a good idea. You have this Emperor card. I really feel like you're taking action on this right here. You go over to this Ace of Pentacles. There's clearly like a really solid opportunity coming in for you. And I'm not exactly sure what it is yet either. So I feel for a lot of you, it could be a big financial opportunity, but we're going to have to see in just a minute. With the Two of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yes. Like kind of working on your own independence, working on your abundance. Here, this is a card of gratitude and luxuries. So I always tell people like to be grateful for what you have. Literally, this is a card of like manifesting things, manifesting abundance because you are grateful for the things that you have. So definitely a lot of good stuff coming in for you. And I feel like there's a better way to do things. Again, I really don't know, without knowing your situation, I can't tell you what to do, right? But it's like, I think Pisces, your focus should be on finding a better way to do things. I'm a Pisces, obviously, right? And it's like, I have this channel. I'm not going to quit this channel. People have asked, no, don't worry, I'm not quitting this channel. But again, is this the most efficient way to do YouTube? Hell no, right? I have to do this every single day. I have to do 4 videos every single day. Now, for me, I love doing it, right? So, it's like, even when I had COVID, I wanted to do this. So, and for the second time, right? But this year, like, I'm super focused on getting my podcast started again. I'm super focused on building my Chris Rec channel, super focused on building evergreen content that lasts longer, because those are higher leverage activities. Again, I create videos for the channel and they basically just die. They only last for, 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then nobody watches them. And again, I'm not saying you have to watch my old videos, right? But I'm just saying it's the nature of having a tarot channel. And so again, I feel for a lot of you, that's like what we're talking about here. It's like, are there things you can do in work, in business, your health, in your whatever, right? Are there things you can do that will bring more longevity, more leverage to the things that you're doing? Like, that's what I'd be focusing on if I were a Pisces. And sorry, I almost messed this up. So that's what I'd be focusing on if I were a Pisces. And I am. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely a lot of abundance available to you. Again, Eight of Pentacles is work. So anything you can do to make yourself more efficient, again, to increase leverage on the things that you're working on, all that is going to be very beneficial for you. I do feel like the universe is bringing you more resources. Again, that card there said, expect the universe to pleasantly surprise you. Everything will be revealed to you in time. Let the plan unfold. Yes, it's like you're in this state of allowing, which would be a good idea. With the Emperor, you have the Empress. Yep. Definitely could be love coming in for you. I don't really feel this is a love reading here, Pisces, but I knew the Empress was going to show up. The second I saw that Nine of Pentacles, I should have said it, because I knew that she was going to show up here. You have her twice. Maybe the Four of Wands can say you've been disappointed in love. We've all been disappointed in love. That's part of life. Again, sometimes people leave me their sob stories, and I'm always like, that's what you're crying over is like nothing. So again, I don't want to hear the sob stories. It's like, yes, it's part of life. You're not dead. You're still alive. So again, it's like, sorry if no one's ever told you that, but yes, you're going to be hurt in relationships. And you either learn from it or you complain about it on social media. I don't know. It's your choice. But what I would say here is that there is clearly love coming in for you. And I feel like this is a true connection. Could be a divine counterpart. It is a good year for love for you, just in general. I mean, I've said that to you before, and that 2024 is a really good year for you. So I would get out there. You're not going to find this person at home, Pisces. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says, believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dreams. To rise, you must let go of fear. I do feel it's like for you and a couple other signs, it seems to me that everything you want is on the other side of something you've never done before. I've been saying that since 2020. I would say that there's like, if there's something that you kind of like want to do, but you're also afraid to do it, or you feel like you can't do it, that's exactly the thing that you need to do. It's like, I feel you get motivated, you start working on something, and then you stop, is like what I'm seeing in my head here. I mean, I've done it, like I said, I need to restart my podcast. I had a podcast, I stopped doing it, I need to keep doing it. Same thing with the Chris Rec channel. So I feel like you need to like push through, you need to push through that, whatever that is. And that's where you are going to like rise to the top. But I love this card because like this lady is on a stage, right? And so for a lot of you, I really feel that you need to believe in yourself. If you can dream it, you can have it. You have the Hierophant. Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. So he communicates with both sides. He communicates with both sides, and he is able to kind of help bring something down to earth. You have the Magician. The Magician is pointing down to the earth, and so he's manifesting something on earth. It's definitely time for you to like manifest some sort of dream here, Pisces. You have the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect. So I feel like you're bringing balance into your life, but I also feel you need to pay attention to cause and effect. Like if you put energy into something, what do you get out of it? The universe really wants you to pay attention to where you're getting like the biggest bang for your buck, right? And this is all about efficiency this way, which we talked about at the beginning of the reading. It just says, if you don't know what to do in any area of your life, try an idea, see what works, see what doesn't, get rid of what doesn't work, double down on the rest. You have the Seven of Swords, again, tactics. Eight of Swords, only seeing one way of doing things. Seven of Swords, he is stealing those swords from that army in the background. And so he's going to war, but he's doing it in a different way. He's not going in, guns blazing, taking these people out. He's stealing their weapons so they can't be used against him. So it's like, are there, is there a better way for you to do the things that you want to do? The answer is yes, but what is it? I feel like you just need to find a better way, and you need to believe in yourself. With the Hierophant, you have the Fool. Yeah, so I feel like some of you could be taking a leap this year. You could be meeting a person, and you could be committing to them very quickly, getting into a relationship with them very quickly. It seems very fast with that Fool energy. With the Justice card, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is something that's dead, done, over with, right? And so for a lot of you, you could feel stabbed in the back here or had a stabbed in the back situation. But I also feel this is like saying you need to let go of fear. I also feel like it's saying that you need to let go of things that don't work, plain and simple. And this could be in any area of your life, I also feel if you were stabbed in the back that you, in some area of your life, you could be getting justice there. With the Seven of Swords, you have 2 sevens. 2 sevens to me is internal fears that don't exist. So you have the Seven of Cups here with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is like all the what ifs. It's the, this and that could happen. It is the, he's dreaming of a dream, but there are good things and bad things in the cups on the Seven of Cups. And it's like you can dream all day long. I know, because you're a Pisces, you can just dream all day long, right? And this card says you can imagine all day long about what could happen, what might happen, what will happen, what might never happen. But until you actually manifest a dream, until you actually start putting in the work, you are not going to know what is going to happen. So you need to find out, right? So I really feel that there's something you need, like a dream, because that card says believe in yourself and your ability to carry out a dream. You have this Merry Motive card, which is about aiming at a dream, basically, something like that. And so the universe wants to bless you at the beginning. I feel like you need to start putting in the work into something that you've been imagining yourself doing for a long time. You have the Snake. It says desire and attraction. This is coming up in the good stuff. And you have this Whale. It says wisdom keeper on it. Pisces literally is the wisdom keeper. So for a lot of you, I feel like you are sharing wisdom or knowledge. I also feel that for a lot of you, could be very attractive at this time, or you are attracting your desires, whatever that means for you. You have the Queen of Swords, Magician, and the Ace of Pentacles. I always pull the card he's pointing at, which is right here. So you have this Rose's Kiss card. Definitely could be love coming in for you, I'm getting off of this card. And also, this is a card that says that you have like a special skill, and I feel like you need to use your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. Guess what? The Magician says you have a special skill that you need to tap into because it will make you more successful. The Magician is also a card of reinvention, and I do feel you could be reinventing yourself at this time, or you could be doing things to reinvent yourself. You could be changing, as my good friend Christopher Witecki says from Serious Joy TV, it's like Pisces, you are the sign that is probably going to change the most. And I've been saying this for a very long time as well, right? That, I really truly believe, that you are going to be the sign, Pisces, where people are like, where the hell did this person come from? Like, you're just going to appear out of nowhere almost, not literally, but, we're speaking figuratively here. And, it's like all of a sudden you become successful, or all of a sudden, I think that's how it looks like to the outside world. To the outside world, I think it looks like all of a sudden Pisces shows up. But really, I feel like you've been there all along, and you've been putting in the work to become very successful. So it's like you've just been working in silence. It's more like, it's like most people work in, out front. They work in public, right? They put their work out there. They show off, or they tell people, look at all this great stuff I'm doing. I feel like Pisces is more reserved. So I feel like you haven't been sharing with the world what you do. And it's like all of a sudden it's out there for everyone to see. So, again, I think that you have the ability and will change the most out of anyone. You have the Ace of Pentacles, definitely a big opportunity coming in here. For some of you, I feel this is what you've been working on all along, so, really looks very good. And you have the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're seeing a lot of, why you had to go through certain things. If someone did, stab you in the back here, you could be seeing, why it happened, or, you could be kind of looking at the lesson and just learning from it. And I definitely get that feeling there with the Queen of Swords. So, let's see here, Pisces. With the Queen of Swords, sorry, I thought I saw something over there, by the way, if you noticed me looking over there, so that was weird. But with the Queen of Swords, there might be someone here with us, but you have the Four of Swords, and so for a lot of you, this could be resting, relaxing, recovering, or you could be healing from something. With the Magician, you have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, is a card of a change in direction. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be changing direction in your life. But really, again, the Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Seven of Pentacles is the card of having put in a lot of work into something, and like he's grown those Seven Pentacles, and now he's thinking, maybe there's something better for me to grow. And, Pisces, I think, is like the master of reinvention. So, I feel a lot of you are clearly just making a change in your life. And people could really be like, how did Pisces do this? Or, how did Pisces reinvent themselves? But again, it's just like, part of who you are. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. Again, very interesting. You go Two of Swords to the Two of Swords. Two of Swords here is showing up in the area of the good stuff. This tells me that you've been thinking that your life has to go in this or that direction, right? But Two of Swords, I'll show you here, is a card of having a third place. There's a third place solution. It is my card of the third place solution right back here. This island that exists behind her. She's sitting where she has always been, but there might be like a better place for her to go. There might be something else that she could do with her life. And, I feel for a lot of you, again, you're taking your life in a new direction. For a lot of you, people definitely don't understand it, Pisces, right? They're never going to understand it for you, Pisces. But, like I said, I feel like you need to do it anyway. And, just I think Pisces is learning that you need to allow your results to speak for themselves, right? You have this Grapes card. It says, time to go out and have fun. Yes, you need to socialize more than ever, Pisces. I feel you've been cooped up for too long. You have this Box card. It says you will receive a gift, which we have that card. Again, I keep forgetting what it says. It says expect the universe to pleasantly surprise you. So there you go. I feel the universe is surprising you. You have this Marriage card. There you go. Like I said, I feel out of all the signs as well, Pisces, you could be the one that you meet someone this year and you get married this year, very, very quickly. I'm not saying you should rush into anything. I don't recommend it either. I think we should get to know people because you never know, but sometimes it works, right? There you go. You have this July card and this Rainbow card. It says the most difficult part of a situation is over. Yes. I think things are improving for you. And I think by the time we get to July, they're really going to be improving for you. So I don't think it's like life is going to suck from now till July. I think that this is saying that you're just making improvements between now and July. And by the time we get to July, things are going to be completely different for you, which is great. You also have this June card. And you have this card that says discord among family or friends. I feel like you need to definitely draw boundaries with family and friends, especially regarding money, just even based off your astrology as well. There is just something there. I don't know. Having Jupiter go into your third or fourth house, depending on what it is for you, Pisces, going into that Gemini, there's something about that where, I feel like there could be, even though it's Jupiter, it's good. It's there could be, weird stuff. I feel it and I see it as well that, there could be people in your family that need need money and all this other stuff. And it's I'm not saying don't help them, but what I am saying is don't sacrifice yourself. I feel like this reading is saying, there's a difference between helping and sacrificing yourself, right? And I think you need to make sure that you don't get, sucked up into that. So the other thing is, if you are making more money, I would be careful of who you tell. And I would also say that, be careful. Sometimes I think Pisces get suckered into things. I think sometimes, you start making more money and people are just they don't need all that money. I want it. And so it's people ask you for money. They don't really need it, but they just don't think you need it. So again, I would be careful of getting into those, weird situations here. But other than that, looks amazing. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.